Okay, it's word problem times. My favorite part of mathematics. Okay, let's look at sample. In May 2020, Alice received 12,000 baht for her monthly expenses. The list below has shown the total of her monthly expenses in May 2020. So the question asks, how much money does she has left in end of May? So we have all her expenses here from 1st of the May until end of the May. So we know how much money she has. She had 1st of the month, and the only thing we have to do to add up all her expenses, subtract them from 12,000, and the difference is the answer to your question, how much money does she has left? Okay, 2 minutes. Let's check your answer. So 12,000 minus 1,255 minus 1,340 minus 745 minus 660 minus 3,560 and minus 2,440. So I write it to 12,000 minus 1,255 plus 745, 2,000, 1,340 plus 660, that make another 2,000, 3,560 plus 2,440, that makes 6,000. So we have 2 pair of 2,000, which is equal 4,000, and 1 pair of 6,000. So in total, 10,000 minus 12,000. So the difference is 2,000 baht. So let's look at another example. Alice has a toy shop. She wants to calculate her profit for January 2020. The list A below shows the amount of money Alice made in each week. In each week of January 2020. The list B shows the amount of money she must pay for expenses in January 2020. So the question asks, how much profit did Alice make in January? So what we have to do here? We have all her expenses and we have her total income during 4 weeks of January, right? So for finding the profit, we have to find out the the sum of total income and the sum of total expenses. So the sum of total expenses subtracted from total income will give us profit. The difference of the subtraction is the profit. Okay, 2 minutes. So let's check your answer. So first we will calculate her total income. 12,550 plus 12,450 plus 1,500 15,310 plus 9,690. As you can see, we can make two pair of 25,000. So 25,000 plus 25,000 equal 50,000 baht is her total income. Now let's find out her total expenses. 2010 plus 17,990 plus 9,410 plus 590. So 2010 plus 70,990 is equal 20,000. 9,410 plus 590 is equal 10,000. 10,000 plus 20,000 is equal 30,000 baht is her total expenses. So now we have her total income and we have her total expenses. So her total income 50,000 minus 30,000 is equal 20,000 baht. Profit in January. Okay. Let's look at an example. I am a tricky number. First, you add 50 to me, then multiply the sum by 50. Subtract 50 from the product and divide the difference by 5. The result will be 540. What number am I? Let's read the question again to fully understand it. I am a tricky number. First, you add 50 to me. Then multiply the sum by 50. As you can see, we need to start with something that we don't know. A tricky number. The final answer is given to us. 540. We know to solve this problem, we need to go through a series of operations. Look, add 50, multiply 50, minus 50, divided by 5. Let's plan our solution. We know the final answer is 540. As I told you, we need to start with something that we don't know. A tricky number. Then our number added to 50. The result multiplied by 50. Subtract 50 from the product and divide the difference by 5, and the result will be 540. We need to use the moving backwards strategy to solve this problem. So now we start to changing the operations. 540 divided by 5, we change it to multiply by 5. 540 multiplied by 5 is equal, can you tell me that? Yes, 2,700. 2,700 plus 50 is equal 2,750. 2,750 divided by 50 is equal 55. And 55 minus 5 is equal 5. 5 plus 50 equal 55. 55 multiply 50 equal 2,750. 2,750 minus 50 is equal 2,700. 2,700 divided by 5 is equal 540. Okay, let's do another example. Jane had 7,000 baht in cash and her bank account altogether. 218 baht from her pocket she paid for the lunch. Then she used her debit card to withdraw 1,500 baht from her bank account. Now she has same amount of money in cash and her account. How much money did she have in both cash and bank account at first? So let's read the question again to fully understand it. Jane had 7,000 baht in cash and her bank account altogether. So now we know she has 7,000 baht, 280 baht. From her pocket, she paid for the lunch. Then she used her debit card to withdraw 1,500 baht from her bank account. So she withdrew the money, but she never spent it for buying anything. So she still have this 1,500 baht in her pocket. Now she has same amount of money in cash and her account. After she spent 280 baht, from her total money that she has in a bank account plus cash in her pocket, she withdraw 1,500 baht from her bank account and put it back in her pocket. After that, she has same amount money in cash and her account. The question asks us, how much money did she have in both cash and bank account at first? So now we know her bank account plus the cash she has in pocket was 7,000 bahts before she spent 280 for her lunch. So first, we subtract 280 from 7,000 that Jane had. 7,000 minus 280 is equal 6,720. So we know 6,270 baht left for Jane after she paid for her lunch. And we know now she has same amount money in cash and in her account. So if we divide 6,720 by 2, then we know how much money she has now in both her account and in cash, because there are same amount of money. So we can find them by dividing the money she has left by 2. The answer is 3,360 baht is in cash and 3,360 baht is in her bank account. Now we need to answer the question, how much money did she have in both cash and bank account at first? For solving this problem, again, we need to move backward. So now she has 3,360 in her pocket, right? So the money she has at first minus 280 baht that she paid for lunch from her pocket plus 1,500 baht that she withdraw from her bank and put in her pocket, she has now 3,360. So if we want to find how much money she had in her pocket at first, we have to move backward. I give you 2 minutes to solve this problem. Okay, let's see the correct answer. First, we will find out how much Jane had in her pocket at first. 3,360 minus 1,500 equal 1,860. 1,860 plus 280 equal 2,140. 2,140 baht she had in cash before she spent her money. Now let's find out how much money she had in her bank accounts. 3,360 plus 1500 is equal 4860 baht she had in her bank account. You can check your answer by adding 2140 to 4860. The answer should be 7000. Let's look at another example. Alan, Benny, and Charles had total 75,000 baht at first. Alan gave 3,000 baht to Benny. Ben gave 5,000 baht to Charles. Each of them then had the same amount of money. How much money did each boy have at first? Let's read the question again to fully understand it. Alan, Benny, and Charles had total 75,000 baht at first. So now we know three people had total 75,000 baht altogether. Then Alan gave 3,000 baht to Benny. So Alan gave 3,000 baht from his money to Benny. Then Benny gave 5,000 baht to Charles. Then, after Alan gave 3,000 baht to Benny and Benny gave 5,000 baht to Charles, now each of them had same amount of money. What question asks us to do? How much money did each boy have at first? We know that Alan, Benny, and Charles had total 75,000 baht altogether. Even after Alan gave 3,000 baht to Benny, Benny gave 5,000 baht to Charles, they still have 75,000 baht altogether because they didn't spend the money for anything. They just exchange it between together. Because each boy has same amount of money, we will divide 75,000 by 3 to find out how much money does each boy have. The answer is 25,000 baht each boy had in the end. But the question asks us how much money did each boy have at first. So now we have to use move backward technique to solve this problem. I want to give you 2 minutes to think about it and try to solve it by yourself. So whatever Alan has is minus 3,000 baht is equal 25,000. Benny received 3,000 baht from Alan. So Benny, whatever Benny has, plus 3,000. And then Benny borrowed 5,000 baht to Charles. So Benny's money plus 3,000 minus 5,000 is equal 25,000. Charles didn't share his money with anyone. He just received 5,000 baht from Benny. And he has 25,000 baht now. For solving this problem, again, we have to move backward. So 25,000 baht minus 3 become plus 3,000. Minus 3,000 become plus 3,000. So 25,000 baht plus 3,000 equal to 28,000 baht. Alan had 28,000 baht at first. Benny, 25,000 baht plus 5,000 baht equal 30,000 baht. 30,000 baht minus 3,000 baht equal 27,000 baht. So Benny had 27,000 baht at first. Charles, 25,000 baht minus 5,000 baht is equal 20,000 baht. So Charles had 20,000 baht at first. You can again check your answer by adding this number all together, and you have to get 75,000 baht in total. Problem solvers in the area, don't give up, girls. Let's look at another that are involving logic to solve. Four teams are competing against one another for district volleyball champions. Every team must play exactly once against the other 3 teams. So far, Team A has played 3 matches, Team B has played 2 matches, and Team D has played 1 match. How many matches has Team C played? First, what conditions do we have here? We know Team A has played 3 matches. Okay, so this is Team A. So every team must play exactly once against the other 3 teams. So if Team A has played 3 matches, so he has already played all its matches, right? Because he played against B 1 match, A played against D 2 match, and A played against 3 match. So what other conditions we have? Team B has played 2 matches. So one of these matches was with A, right? So if B only played 2 matches and Team D has played only 1 match, so Team B has played 2 matches. Besides playing against Team A, it could have only played against Team C because Team D only played 1 match, and that 1 match was against Team A. Therefore, Team C has played 2 matches against Team A and Team B. Let's look at another example. Julian, Charlie, and Natalie were classmates. One of them cleaned up the classroom one day while was nobody around. Below were the replies when the teacher questioned about who cleaned up the classroom. Charlie cleaned the classroom. Charlie, I did not do it. Natalie, neither did I. If one of them was telling the truth, find out who cleaned up the classroom. So for solving this problem, you have to creating tables, right? We have three conditions, right? If Julie clean up, if Charlie clean up, if Natalie clean up, okay? If Julie clean up, if we are assuming that Julie clean up, so who's telling lie and who's telling truth? So if Julian clean up the classroom, what else can be true? Look at here, what Julian said. Julian said, Charlie cleaned up the classroom. And Charlie said, I did not do it. And Natalie said, neither did I. Okay, if Julie cleaned up, then Julie herself is telling the lie, right? If Julie cleaned up, then Charlie telling the truth and Natalie also telling the truth, okay? So let's look at, but here, as you can see, the question said if one of them was telling the truth. So only if one of them was telling the truth. Find out who cleaned up the classroom. But here, now we have two persons who are telling the truth, right? So this couldn't be our answer. So let's go to Charlie table. So if Charlie cleaned up the table, who's lying and who's telling the truth? Julian said Charlie cleaned up the classroom. So if Charlie cleaned up the classroom, then Julian saying the truth. Charlie said, I did not do it. So Charlie is telling lie. Natalie said, neither I. So Natalie saying the truth. Again, two persons are telling the truth and one person lie. But we only need one person that's telling the truth. Now let's check for Natalie. So now said, let's say Natalie was cleaning up the classroom. If Natalie cleaned up the classroom, Charlie cleaned up the classroom. So Julian is lying. Charlie, I did not do it. Charlie is telling the truth. Neither did I. So Natalie herself is telling lie too. So we have two liars and one who's telling the truth. So the answer is Natalie cleaned up the classroom. Let's look at another example. Jane, Sarah, and Philip are old classmates. During a recent gathering, they told each other about their jobs. Among them, there is an astronaut, a singer, and an engineer. Below are the clues about their jobs. Philip is older than the astronaut. Sarah's age is not same as the singer. The singer is younger than Jane. Can you find out their jobs? So again, if you want to solve this problem, you have to use a table. So I have a table for you here. Looks like this. You have 3 jobs title: astronaut, singer, Jane, engineer, and 3 person. So I need to go through the same process for solving this problem. Again, use the table and gather some information that can help you to solve the problem. Just 2 minutes, think about it and try to solve this problem by using logic. 2 minutes. check your answers. So we know Philip is not the astronaut, right? Because he's older than the astronaut. So Philip is not the astronaut. And also we know Sarah is not the singer, because Sarah's age is not same as the singer, right? And also we know Jane is not a singer either. So therefore Philip should be the singer, right? Because there are only 3% and 3 job titles, and each of them doing one of these jobs, right? So if Sarah is not a singer, Jane is not a singer, then Philip is the singer. So if Philip is the singer, then Philip is younger than Jane, right? And also Philip as a singer is older than astronaut. So if Philip is younger than Jane and is older than astronaut, so Jane cannot be an astronaut, right? So Jane is not the astronaut, Jane is not the singer, therefore Jane should be an engineer. And therefore Sarah should be an astronaut. Okay, let's look at another example. The places of birth of Sydney, Eleanor, and Daisy are Indonesia, Thailand, and China, but not necessarily in that order. Sydney has never been to Indonesia. Eleanor was not born in Indonesia. Eleanor was not born in China. Can you find out their places of birth? Okay, again, you have to use this table to solve this problem. 2 minutes. Actually, just you can solve it quickly. Around 2 minutes.